Uh, Hello, everyone, and welcome everyone to the Keepers Club podcast. I'm Keeper Josh, um, and this is the virtual gathering that you see before you on your Zoom or YouTube screen allows us to have this great privilege to hold a podcast, um, hosted by Keepers Club, a club that aims to keep young people like us away from negative activities such as smoking, drinking, doing drugs, and help guide and uplift young adults like us who are turning in, especially those who might be going through depression, anxiety, loneliness, and even having suicidal thoughts. We have the privilege to have speakers that are willing to join this week, um, recording and share their experiences on how to stay healthy, happy, and motivated. Because at the end of the day, that's really the goal of the club. Um, for us keepers to share with others as one were to do their own brother or sister. Just like the club's slogan, I am my brother's keeper. We will do whatever it takes to share the love that we experience individually and as a group. And we'd also love to thank our founding president of Keeper Club, who is none other than Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, for this opportunity to be a part of the Keepers Club International here in the United States, as well as a great privilege and entrustment to have a Keepers Club inspired podcast. So, without further ado, let us all greet all the keepers that have joined us today. May we all see our beautiful faces and greet our fellow keepers. I am my brother's keeper.
Hi everyone.
Alrighty. So, all right, I'm good. Everyone's day going well, by the way. Everyone's day is all right. Nice seeing you also. Ate Kendra, Kuya Anthony, Kuya Josh. So very excited, very happy seeing how the podcast is growing, and we're really willing able to, to be a part of this podcast. Right. So, may I share the PowerPoint? Keeper Josh, host Keeper Josh.
Yes, kuya.
All right, go Kuya. Alrighty. So, how's your day, by the way, though, Keeper Josh?
Um, it's all going.
Going, and very nice too. It's we're so happy that you're hosting Keeper Josh, right? So let's show this and take it away, Keeper Josh.
All right. So everybody sees this screen.
Hopefully, yes, looks good. And anyone let us know what it says?
Keepers Club Podcast episode 19.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm good. So go, Kuya.
All right. For introduction, who are the Keepers Club? I mean, who are we? We are the Keepers Club podcast. What is it? A podcast to help guide, encourage, and uplift the youth. This is through Zoom, YouTube, and Facebook. This is during every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central. What is it? Central Standard. Is it? This is because we are my brother's keeper. And we do this by gathering, bonding, and sharing with keepers all over the United States. These are our previous podcasts for our and we're to show all of our experiences, and it's really a privilege to meet and talk to keepers all over the United States. And these are all the previous podcasts talking about the topics relate to the struggles of being a youth. All right, icebreakers. Show your talent. Show us your talent. Any keepers? All right, any keepers who are willing to show us their talent, could be from uh playing an instrument, or um even doing just solving Rubik's cubes. I give I give I give the floor to any keeper that would want to volunteer.
And really quick too, Keeper Josh, while we're preparing, why do we have this talent show in our podcast, you think?
Um, this is to wait. This is to give keepers a chance to show us more things about themselves, and showing us like things that you could have talents for.
Sounds good, Keeper Josh. So, just like our host was saying, was there any keepers that would love to perform? We'd love to see your God-given gifts, and especially to have this platform to really perform, show off your talents, show off your passions in life. You know, whether it's singing and dancing or anything. Poetry, Rubik's cube, anything that you really have a talent for, you're really willing to share. So, is anyone willing to perform in our podcast talent show? With the how about you, though, Keeper Josh? Are you able to perform?
Uh, yeah,
Unless,
sure.
unless you want to go after me.
Yeah, I'll go after. I'll go.
Okay, is that all right though? Can I like maybe perform? Can you hear this, by the way?
Yes,
So,
good.
okay. It's inspired by the keepers from last week. So I don't know. I'll stop sharing the audio. Okay. But thank you to Keepers Club, because I don't really have anyone to perform with, but this podcast, right? So if you know it, also sing along, and I'll do my best. But ooh. Hello, my name is Regret. I'm pretty sure we have that every single day of your life. You whisper inside when you did. Hello, my name is Defeat. I know you recognize me. Just when you think you can win, I drag you right back down again till you lost all you. These are the voices, these are the lies, and I am believing them very last time. Hello, my name is Child of the One True King. I've been saved, I've been changed, I've been set free. Amazing grace is the song I sing. Hello, my name is Child of the One True King. Oh, 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 All right, who's next, by the way? Can you call on the next performer, by the way, Keeper Josh?
Right. The next performer who is willing to perform. Wait, wasn't it me?
Oh yeah. Unless there's any other keeper. Is anyone done perform? Ati Kendra, Cleoton, Clea Gav. Also, if you have a talent, keeper Ray, if you wanna, show off your talents or, right? Any takers though? All right, looks like you're up next. Host keeper Kuya Josh.
All right.
Kuya Josh.
This is classical music, so it's pretty old.
Can you test it so we can hear? Okay, and let's make sure also we give proper greetings. So can we all give it up for our host keeper Josh? So go Josh! Take it away, host.
It's pretty short. But
How about final roll call, Josh? If there's anyone, last chance.
is there anyone else willing to perform? Any keepers?
All right. Guess not. But just know we have this opportunity to perform every week, every podcast episode, and we're always looking forward to you. For all the keepers, whether it's your first time or you really have joined constantly, whether it's a live performance or even simple video. Just know that you have this platform that not only discuss with your brothers and sisters here in the podcast, but as well as to show off all of your talents, gifts, and passion. So, thank you, Keeper Josh.
All right. For the disclaimer in this podcast, this is rated for everyone. So please kindly avoid cursing or sharing any traumatic experiences. Please prevent from saying anything that goes against our slogan. I am my brother's or sister's keeper. Thumbs up, everyone. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right. This week's topic is decision making, priorities, and responsibilities. Uh, Definitions for them are priority is the fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important. Responsibility, the state of fact, the state or fact of being accountable or to blame for something. And decision making, the action or process of making decisions, especially important ones.
Excuse me one sec while we also share some background music. And alrighty. Hi also, Keeper Kuya Ping. Oh. Alrighty.
Hey, Calvin.
Kuya. And alrighty. Can you see it? Keep it, Josh. Moving
Okay.
on it. Alright.
Alright, more about decision making. Decision making is the process of making choices, identifying a decision, gathering information, and assessing alternative resolutions. Using step-by-step decision making process can help you make more thoughtful decisions. Before making a decision, is a need to gather all available information today. List of decisions teachers may encounter. Um, for today, deciding what to wear or what to eat for lunch, what tasks to do next. Things to think about would be what major in college or what career or occupation. Among the goals to be following the footsteps of someone, answering the following with life, or fulfilling your dreams. Alright, simple exercises. What did you do today? Why? Um, what priorities and responsibilities do you have? And are you working toward your goal? What is it motivating or hindering you doing so?
Oh, and also, can you read the quotes for us, Keeper Josh?
Oh, that play now, play later, play now, or play now and play later. The moment a man ceases to progress, to grow higher, wider, and deeper, then his life becomes stagnant.
Very nice quotes, though, right? It's very relevant to our topic today about decision making, priority responsibilities. Right? Something all keepers should really think about. But speaking of all the keepers, can you let us know what our question is today, Keeper Josh?
Our question today: what do priorities and responsibilities mean to you? And how does our decision making define us? Why should keepers all over the world be aware of this or heard this choices every day?
Very nice topic, right? So, I'll be prepared also. I'll post this as in the chat. But also, let's open it up to discussion time, right? What's our discussion time, Keeper Josh?
This is our discussion time. There are no wrong answers, and we'd love to hear your thoughts about our podcast topic. Today, participation is highly encouraged. So, please thought.
All right. So once again, I'll make sure to copy and paste this. But here's this one, the simple exercise, and very nice question once again. I'll copy and paste it, but how relevant do you think, really quick, this is to young people like us, Keeper Josh?
I think this is for me as a young people as myself. I think this is really important for us because day by day we're growing older and older. We're having more responsibilities, and as we grow and know more of the world, our responsibilities and things like also grows. So making right decisions should be an important thing for us to even grow older or be more knowledgeable.
Alright, yes, sounds good. Thank you, Keeper Josh. So, oh yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, here's a question. And just like our host is saying, we love to open the floor. Right, it's a very nice topic, and just like we mentioned, all of our topics always relate to the struggles of being youth, right? So one of it being decision making, and it really talks about other topics too. Like accountability, or really staying focused on our goal, pursuing our passions, fear, just like last week. So we love to open to the discussion. We love to open the discussion and give the floor once again to all the keepers. Maybe you want to share your thoughts. Maybe start off, what do you think priorities, responsibilities mean? And, we can all discuss, branch off from each other's ideas once again. And, so once again, thank you for joining. But let's start our discussion, shall we? All right. So how about this? What do you guys think of the exercise? Right, the simple things like when we're doing our research, decision making. We make a decision every day, right? What we wear, what are our goals today? What are we gonna eat? What are we gonna do? Right? And even all of us made a decision to join the podcast, right? So maybe if we wanted to start there, or if you wanted to talk about, our goals in life, or how about long term, right? So is there something that we're working on, or are there things that you realize through the presentation that there's responsibilities or privileges that we have that we haven't thought about, right? So we could talk all day actually, or honestly, we can really talk about what we think, Keeper Josh also, but we want to hear more of what you guys have to say, right? From all the keepers, and also especially the keepers tuning in. So would anyone like to jump in? Even if you're not able to show your video, but just be safe for us, and we love to hear from you. And something that truly all of the youth can really relate to, right? Keeper Josh. So would anyone like to?
I
can go.
And please call on them too, Keeper Josh.
Yes, Keeper Gab.
Okay. Thank you, Keeper Josh. I think responsibility. Why should keepers? I'll ask this. Why should keepers all over the world be aware of his or her choices every day? Well, I think you should be aware of the choices you make each and every day, because the small choices you make in life will contribute to something bigger. Maybe for example, let's say you're in school and you take one hit of drugs, I guess you could say. That one decision could probably become an addiction. You have to, I think it's important, keepers should learn how to make the right decisions, or learn how to learn how to pick between right and wrong, because you don't want to end up in the wrong position in life. And you can only achieve that by making right choices every day. Before making a choice or a decision, take a step back. Ask yourself, is this the right decision that I'm making? And it's up to you. But just always be aware of the actions you take, because actions have consequences, and you're the one who's going to pay for them.
Keeper Josh, may I go next?
Yes, Keeper Anthony.
Okay. So I just want to add on to what Gab said, Keeper Gab, and also just to put my view. It is true when he said, you're the one that's gonna be responsible. So you're gonna be the one to face the consequences. So when we're given responsibility, no matter what it is, as a student, as a son or a daughter, as a friend, or whatever titles we have different as a friend, your mom would expect you to go home.
Anthony. Your mic's a bit muffled.
Hold on. Can you hear me better?
It's just from time to time.
Let me know when so I can repeat what I said because I don't know how to fix it. Like it's not hard. But yeah. So as I was saying, you know, as a child, you have the chores. And as a sibling, you know, you would help each other out. As a friend, you know, all the things that you do. But once you're stepping up, and you will face with people and things like that. So, as a member of society, I guess is how you would say it. As a member of society, we have responsibilities that we must take so that you know the we can keep the flow running in our system wherever we are in school or this even in this podcast, right? We each have a responsibility. And I just want to make an example of Keeper Josh. Your responsibility is to be the host, so you're doing a great job. But no, that's just an example of what responsibilities are. We have to uphold them because we're gonna be the ones who face the consequences. They don't all necessarily have to be hard punishments or hard consequences, but maybe we'll feel bad about ourselves. That's also a consequence. It doesn't have to be just other people being lecturing us because we didn't have to responsibility, but it's also ourselves. So we gotta work together in order to make our priorities and responsibilities. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Keeper Anthony, and also Keeper Gab, for your inputs. And also, welcome back, Keeper Ray.
Bye, Keeper Ray.
Nice to meet you again. Super cool photo, for real. Ready. Oh.
Is there any? All right, now, is there anyone else willing to add on or give their own perspective about the topic? Anyone?
I could go, by the way, Keeper Josh. If you're
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, right. So, you can say that, like, so yeah. Then, something I want to bring up is like our, when doing our research, right, for the foundation, it's like we tend to forget the responsibilities that we have that were entrusted to us, right? Because the things that we really have a duty to do, or are really like a job, you can say, or a task. It really is a privilege to have. Anyone could have been given it, or been entrusted to it, but for us to have a task like that, to watch out for our families, to take care of our grades, to take care of the house, or even to be entrusted with something where we can help others, it's a huge privilege, right? And when I mean something like that is just like having this podcast, we're able to see one another, we're able to give back to Keepers Club International, right? And to make it short and sweet, it's really a choice once again, right, for all of us to join, to share our love, share our story, share our Keepers Club journey, share our blessings, you can say. And I'm really glad too that the other keepers from all over the US, they're willing to use their choice to join this podcast as well, right? So with that being said, once again, it's a podcast, so we would love to hear others, and especially we love to hear from you also, Ate Kendra, if you're willing to share anything you're willing to to share, especially if you have your video on, Ate. So go Kendra.
What Anthony said was responsibility So you do some. It's your responsibility, like a job or something. It's your responsibility to do it. When you both tell us, "Oh, do it," you do it because that's your responsibility.
Thank you, Keeper Kendra. Also, I would like to go. Um, so I think Keeper Gab also talked about this, answering the last question. Why should keepers all over the world be aware of his or her decisions every day? Um, at school, yeah, we're all young people mostly, and we go to school. Now we should be aware of our decisions even in school, because there could be influences like around you, even like classmates or even close friends. They might like try to make you try something like, oh, try this in school, or like something, but it's bad for you. We've had like a couple presentations at school for like why it's like really bad to like use vapes. you know I mean, one choice could like lead you to addiction, and then it could like be downhill from there. And also um things such as even small things, you know procrastinating, spending all of your time on like behind the screen or something, just flipping through videos. Maybe you wanted to like change and do productive stuff, but like you still wanted to get through this last video. It's really up to you to like make the decision to like do things, or like push yourself to um be productive, look for things to do, even just household chores.
Yeah, likewise, Keeper Josh. I'm going to add on, because like we don't like silence in this podcast, but once again, we love to hear from everyone. Ideally, that we're all able to share at least once before we go again. So, with that being said, anyone would you like to share? Maybe Keeper AC or Keeper Case, Keeper Han, Keeper Sean, and of course, feel free to share also Keeper Ray. All right, I'll go again. But right, we're really glad to have this youth activity, because think about it. We don't learn something like this in school. About really taking the initiative to really reflect on our decisions. Like we can, think about in school, right? Like another keeper, one of my kuyas actually, he helped me realize that we don't learn these things in school. In school, what do you learn? Like English, math, science, gym. It's like it's essentially like being book smart. But what about being street smart? Right? Like what's the point of doing all those studies, but you don't even know how to manage your time. You don't even know how to make a choice, or you don't even know how to prioritize your time to get things done. Right? So then what's the use? We don't learn how to manage your time. We don't learn how to about priorities, right? So it's something that we kind of learn on our own, like through experience, through trial and error, through our successes and failures, right? So I'm glad our host also is mentioning about school. That's something we wanted to talk about, because some of us are not in school, but many of us are. And that's also a huge struggle regarding, the peer pressures, just like Keeper Josh is saying. Or what about priorities like in doing homework, have it in prioritizing studying for a test, or any other task added onto that, right? So we love to hear more interpretations, or anything that you're willing to share, maybe even things that you've been dealing with, or things that you're not willing to share, but you believe that keepers should really reflect and think about regarding the our privileges, responsibilities, and especially our priorities in life.
I'll go.
Go keep it. Brazil.
I'll just like answer the questions for today's topic, like to like priority. So I think that priority is dealing with something or like someone first, because like when we say priorities, it's like our first priority, um that's like what you call this, it's basically, yeah, basically dealing like or like doing like putting them first, like whatever, like putting everything besides and doing that thing, like putting that thing first, and like some example of priorities like what you guys said, like work, family, school, and all of that, you know and like from earlier, like what Keeper Anthony and Keeper Gab said about like decision, or like it like reflects like we are the one who faces the consequence, because like I feel like that, yeah, we are the one who like makes our decision, right? Like what you wear, you're deciding what you're gonna wear for like tomorrow, the day after, and all of that. And I think that um it's really important, like that we like decide properly, because like you want to like in school you want to decide to be in like the proper group, like the people who you hang with, because if you hang out with like the wrong different people, you'll like you don't know what's gonna happen, because like let's say that you decide to hang with this group like who are popular, who's like well known and all of that, instead of going to like instead of like joining and being friends with the non-popular, because like sometimes when you get in the wrong group, you like make bad decisions, because you never know, like peer pressure, sometimes they might peer pressure you to do something that you don't want to, that will get you in trouble and all of that, and so yeah, I think it's really important, like why we should like make the right decisions. Like as they said that, as Keith Martin said that we are the one who will face the consequences, and like yeah, and like for the next question, like how does our decision define us? um like I believe that our decision defines our future, because like what I said, we must make the right decision so that we won't like we, like we have to make the right decision, so um what's the word, uh
Which one is he?
I forgot the word, but like yeah, you guys get my point, right? Like just make the right decisions, because you never know what's gonna happen in life. And yeah, so thank you.
Thank you, Keeper Angela, for sharing your take. And also, I would like to add on. Um, there are more. There are decisions that like give you consequences on on your well-being or like health or like success. But there are also decisions based on morals. If you choose to do good, like even if nobody's watching, or doing good just in general, you know. Um, Going back to school-related topics, let's say uh, for the teacher, are you respecting your teacher? Are you not like disrupting your class or anything, or like maybe other people, your classmates? Do you respect them? Do you treat them kindly, or do you like not? And also, this could also be outside school. If you like work on a part-time job, you- like your workmates, the other. uh, and also just every person you meet, like per day, uh, just make good decisions in general, because you never know, maybe those decisions could come back for like good, with good consequences or bad consequences.
Yeah, you're very right. Keep it, Josh. I'd like to add too. I'm glad you mentioned work because that's something that we mentioned also. We really thought about like for people who do have part-time jobs, like you're saying, or do they have full-time jobs, or maybe they have a group of friends, maybe they have a hobby, and it's not wrong, right? We're not saying that it's wrong to be engaged in that. It's not wrong to have friends or to go out and enjoy your life, but think about it too, like priorities and responsibilities. Sometimes being a part of those things, it can really prevent you from fulfilling your duties, from your responsibilities. You're given privileges, you're given you know what you need to be doing, according to your family, according to those that you really respect, right? So at what point are you really gonna say like, you know, this job is too much, or this task, what I'm doing is too much? When you think about it, at the end of the day, it's a choice, right? It's really a choice, and really you can have the people around you, your friends. You can even have your fellow keepers to really encourage you, to push you, that you can do it. But at the end of the day, once again, it's a choice. Only we can push ourselves, and only we can really determine what path we want to follow, right? Just like the quote we were talking about, like uh, pay now, play later, or play now and pay later, right? It's really something to think about because everything we do, it's really recorded, you could say, or everything that we do will face the consequences later, whether it being good or bad, right? So, can anyone else relate? Maybe like social circle, or maybe the different priorities they have, or maybe even something related to yesterday, like Halloween.
Oh, the talent show that I played, actually, the thing I played was actually meant for the Halloween theme.
Very nice. Give it, Josh. Ready. Did anyone go trick or treating, by the way, or dress up, cosplay? No. Anyone? No.
I know someone. Um, they have a cat photo. They dressed up for Halloween. They went around at school, you know, dressed up as an angel. I even borrowed the halo. Dressed up as BTS with it too.
Wow. It's awesome.
I dressed up in jeans yesterday.
Oh, you did? Cool, Gab.
Yeah, for Halloween.
Oh, Eric did how do you say this? A kids costume party. What in Connecticut? It was him and Natty Val. They did it. They had like this costume party with little kids. It was fun though. They dressed up though.
Go Gab with jeans and Ati Kendra, Ati Val. You're saying right? Ati Val? Or
Yeah, they did a
yeah, Ati
costume
Val?
party for kids.
Wow. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe. And then if you guys got a lot of candy or whatnot, or even the viewers, um, did anyone go to South Korea?
My God, Korea.
Huh? Did it? No one? No one went to South Korea? All right. Anyone hear about that, by the way? Did you hear about that, host keeper Josh?
No, actually, I'm pretty far behind society.
Oh, okay. All good. No, I mentioned it though because for one thing, it's Halloween, and it relates also to responsibilities, privileges, fear. Word on the street is they had like a Halloween party, right? But the thing about it is there's so many people, and like they got like there's like a stampede. There's just so many people, so it's hard to wrap your mind around it. But maybe like a lot of people got hurt and even died because they went to a gathering and they suffocated. Just imagine like a ton of people and you can't breathe. Everyone's pushing each other. That even happens in previous concerts. So we mention it though, not only because from current events, but what do you guys think about that? Like really, really, prioritizing, you can say, social gatherings, to a point where people are willing to, even go to a gathering and then end up losing their lives. Or, like me personally, I was like, that could have been prevented. Like, just stay home or like go somewhere else or like be smart, right? So, how can you guys relate that, to being, responsible or to really using, your good judgment in decision making?
Right. I mean, such a huge gathering, but isn't like COVID still here? Like, isn't it? I mean, I know it's like not as bad, but like, it's still there.
About We'd love to hear from everyone before we go overtime once again, especially if you've been here, or at least to see or to hear from you. But would you like to mention anything, by the way? Keeper Sean, Keeper Hannah, Keeper Kate, Keeper Jerome, Keeper Rihanna.
I have something to share from Halloween.
What's on, Han?
So for Halloween, when we were still in Florida, we were like about to leave, and we were just giving out candy to the kids.
Yeah, how was it, Hannah? Go Hannah from Florida, by the way. All right, but I'm sure we appreciate you sharing from it, or we appreciate you sharing, Hannah. Go Hannah giving candy to the kids in Florida, and we hope you had an awesome Halloween as well. So, any final thoughts? We'd love to keep it going, but at the same time too, maybe if you're busy, but ideally we'd love to hear from everyone. Right, Keeper Josh?
Yes, this is a podcast. And everybody can like talk. It doesn't have to be as formal. Just wanted to everyone to share.
Alrighty, so let's see what else we have, by the way, on our presentation. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I'm enjoying it all. So thank you, Keepers Club Podcast. And with that being said, though, it looks like we have a shout out portion.
Um. Oh. Shout out to the new faces for this this podcast. For those who haven't, it's their first time. Or keepers tuning into this episode from online YouTube or Spotify. I think we have a Spotify. Do we?
Yes, sir.
And for returning keepers, for those who have joined before, who are joining again in this episode. Also, shout outs to the Keepers Club International, and since this is their podcast, and also to our founding president of Keepers Club, Pastor, our Apollo Kibuloy.
Very right. Keeper Josh. And can you read this quote, by the way? Or can you call someone to read this quote?
Anyone? I
I
guess
can
so.
go.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right,
we're good.
Your choices will determine your fate and destiny.
Very nice. So as we like to call on some we haven't heard on before. We haven't heard before this episode. Um, can you explain what you think this means from our beloved president of Keepers Club International? And it's something that really relates to our topic, which is right decision making, priorities, and responsibilities. So, what do you think this means before we end? Your choices will determine your fate and destiny. Any takers? Any keepers? Or kindly call on someone, Keeper Josh.
All right, yeah. Keeper Anthony, are you busy or?
Oh, I can answer. Can you repeat the question, please?
What do you think the meaning of this code is to you?
Your your choices will determine your fate and destiny. Well, the only thing I can say about that is, coming from a lot of fellowship seminars and corrections from my peers, the thing that I can say about your choices is the things that you choose to do now. It will determine your future, like it says there. So, like if the more you do good, the more good things are gonna come to your life, and the more you do bad, the more bad things are gonna come to your life. Because the only thing is my main point, I guess, is karma. It can either be good or bad. It depends on the choices that you made. Does it affect people negatively, positively, neutrally? It doesn't matter. But as long as you're choosing to do what is good for you, not only you but for other people as well, then that will help your faith and destiny, because that's one way to have positive outcomes in your life.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
thank you, Keeper Anthony, for sharing your outlook.
So thank you, Keeper Tone. And then if I may just jump in a bit, not regarding the quote, but just because I couldn't have said it any better. And at the same time, too, once again, we love to always have this opportunity to thank our founding president. We wouldn't have this podcast. We wouldn't have known one another. We wouldn't have this privilege to, have a platform where we can see one another, share with one another, and talk about the struggles of being a youth. So, you know, um, I can. It's so nice. I'm sure I'm not the only one who loves seeing the other keepers from the other states here in the United States, here in America, and it's very humbling as always. So we owe it always to our founding president, who is none other than Pastor Apollo Siki Beloy, and it's very nice too to see the other keepers grow as well. To really do their part to give back, and we're looking forward to other keepers as well to host this special podcast. And with that being said, also can we give a shout out to Keeper Josh, if that's all right? So can we all like give a round of applause to Keeper Josh, because it's very nice seeing you host Keeper Josh. So go Josh. Right. So how was hosting, by the way, though? Yeah.
First, I would like to give a shout out to Greg Calvin for for helping me with the hosting and stuff. And also, um, it was not bad, the experience. I mean, I got to talk more, which I'm not really that good at, but I think it's a great experience for future things that could help me in the future.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's it.
And what do you have to say also to the the future host of the Keepers podcast as well.
Um, you'll you'll probably do better than me, but like it's a great experience. You should um try, you know.
And I'm sure this is not the last time, hopefully. But just know too that it really is nice, seeing. And also, hi also the keeper Isaac, our youngest keepers in the podcast, I believe. How are you there, keeper Isaac, keeper Isaiah?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Did you guys go trick or treating?
Yes, got a full trash can bag.
Oh, trash can bags. Wow. Alright, but glad you're safe though, keeper Isaiah, keeper Isaac, and any other keepers that went trick or treating the day before. So glad you're safe. Um, careful on the candy, by the way, and belated happy Halloween. Right. So let's move on. Also, I think shout outs. Any other final words, or how about this? Oh yeah, any final words, by the way? Bye bye, really quick. Any shout outs, because this portion, it was really inspired by previous experience, but everyone's giving shout outs. They don't even know each other, but this opportunity to share love, to really um compliment, or really give credit to where it's due. um any other keepers, would you like to give a special shout out? Maybe the keepers club, maybe to the returning keepers.
Oh, shout out to my visitor uh who joined this podcast, is keeper Rihanna. Hoping she would like talk, maybe, hopefully.
Wow. I didn't know you guys know each other or invited, so that's so awesome. Goalkeeper Ray. And um, we encourage everyone to join our podcasts, especially reach out and join your Keepers Club International. And if there's no Keepers Club in your school, why not go establish one too and join it as soon as it's there, or even be an officer, on the Keepers Club there in your respective state. So that being said, too, we have this. Any other last second shout outs? 2, 1. All right. Go Kuya. Oh, Josh.
Uh, see you guys for episode 20 and go keepers from the Keepers Club podcast. Also, we'd love if you join our Keepers Club podcast group photos too. We do this every podcast, so we'd like to have new faces for our group photos.
Can you direct the people, Josh?
Um, wait.
We'd love to. Let's kindly open your cameras, especially if you're
Oh,
available. If you want to join a group photo, we'll give like a 3 count. It'd be like 1, 2, 3. But
right.
if not, it's all good too. What else, keeper Josh?
Who's taking the photo?
All right, can you like do the 3 count?
All right. Everybody, face your cameras. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Someone take
you know.
take on. All right. And also for the keepers club, the keepers club sign. Yeah.
Yeah. While Isaac is putting on his hoodie, and I also Keeper Kate. Nice seeing you, Keeper Kate. Go out there. Also, too, Keeper Isaiah. I don't know if you guys are twinning, but let's do a final picture. Kindly flex the Keepers logo for Keepers. Right? So, can we do? Can you do a 3 count again, Josh?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right, so let's give a round of applause once again for such an awesome episode. Also to the cool hoodies by Keeper Isaac and Keeper Isaiah. Woo! Mayana. So that being said, yeah, what an awesome episode. Thank you for jumping in, goalkeepers, and kindly wave to everyone for a final round of applause. So hope everyone had an awesome experience as well, and continue to be safe and have a great day. So see you soon, and go goalkeepers.